What we have in our hands is the HTC Hero, the first Android-based cell phone to feature the heavily personalized Sense interface. As you can see, we have managed to get a hold on its white color version that sports a Teflon coating to curb its affinity for fingerprints, so the phone retains its presentable outlook even if your hands are dirty. One of the first things you'll notice is the odd shape of the Hero. It is quite angular but fits neatly in the hand, and carrying it around in your pocket feels nice. The lower edge that's protruding upwards equals an increased comfort during talks, because the microphone gets really close to your mouth when you speak. Unfortunately, the form factor makes both the search and back options quite unhandy to press with your right hand, but you won't have any troubles using the device when you hold it in your left hand. The other buttons on the front side are Send and End, Home Screen, and Phone Menu Access keys. They are quite small, but no matter, fairly easy to press. The trackball is right below, and although we didn't come to use it quite often during our tests, we consider it pretty handy to manipulate. The screen won't be an inconvenience either, because it remains usable even in direct sunlight, and its sensitivity is just awesome. It measures 3.2 inches and delivers a resolution of 320 by 480 pixels. The interesting thing about the Hero is that it's the first Android-based handset to support multi-touch. The 3.5mm jack is on the top side, the mini USB port on the opposite, and the fairly large and quite handy volume rocker is on the left-hand side. Unfortunately, the micro SD slot is neatly hidden under the back panel. As a whole, we do like the overall look of the HTC Hero because it is appealing and ergonomic. The most impressive feature of the phone, however, is the interface it runs. It's called Sense and is actually the first Android personalization pack to date. It delivers what Touch4 has delivered to Windows Mobile: enhanced functionality to the home screens and improvements to all basic elements of the software. Now, let's first take a look at the home screens. There are 7, and they can host widgets, shortcuts, and folders. The new thing here is called HTC widgets, and some of them came in varying versions. Like, you have 12 different clocks that not only indicate what time it is, but please your eye as well. Aside from being eye-catchy, they allow for more elements on single screens, because most of them support versions that are visualized at reduced sizes. The available themes make for another cool extra feature. They're called scenes here, and the phone comes preloaded with several. Plus, you can save your own personalized versions, although unfortunately, you don't have the option to fast switch between them. As a whole, the great diversity of widgets along with the many home screens means you'll probably forget about entering the program's menu. Handling the device is as easy as ABC, and even people who have never touched an Android-powered smartphone before will feel at home in several minutes. It is only good words that we can say about the software. The manufacturer has added a lot of animated effects that play smoothly and look great. Unfortunately, we've got a single major gripe concerning the overall speed. With or without the animations on, there are considerable delays on opening certain applications. For instance, loading the calendar for a first time takes about 5 to 6 seconds, then another 2 seconds when started for a second time, before the loading time finally gets almost instantaneous on consecutive attempts. If you're used to simpler Windows Mobile smartphones or LG devices running the S-Class 3D interface, well, the delays might even go unnoticed. But alongside of the iPhone 3GS, the Palm Pre, and the latest Windows Mobile handsets, the lagging is far from that. The lagging, however, simply cannot ruin the positive impressions that binding the phone with social network services create. Your phone contacts can be linked to Facebook and Flickr profiles and show notifications about the current status of your buddies. In case the updates are too many, a small digit indicating the accurate count will pop up. Entering any contact, you can follow the chat history, all emails and messages exchanged to date, as well as relevant contact updates and albums on Facebook and Flickr. Searching in your phone contacts can be performed through either the dialing menu by name or number or the dedicated search button. Like all self-respecting smartphones, the Hero filters results by both first and family names. Actually, the above-mentioned button switches between functions depending on what menu you are in. Say, you search in Google from the home screen, within your entries when in the phone contacts, and in the events and meetings from your calendar. Still, we would have liked to see a universal search function like on the iPhone, or even better, similarly to the way it is in the Palm Pre. The phone calendar is your major weapon to find a confusing daily grind. It can be synchronized with Google and Outlook and blends information acquired from different sources. It allows daily, monthly, and agenda views, with the latter showing only upcoming events. Creating an entry is easy, and you have the option to mark it as a whole day event and set a recurrence pattern, plus the cool feature to show the weather forecast. The world clock, alarms, chronometer, and timer are unified into a single personalized menu that is accessible via the widget-based clock. Email accounts are easy to deploy, and you have automated settings for major service providers. Your inbox filters letters by different criteria, showing them in threaded style, by file attachments, alphabetically, etc. Typing away using landscape and portrait mode keyboards feels relatively easy. The first allows for more space and is handier for two-handed entry, although the small size of the letters will limit your speed. There are 3 different portrait modes available: a full and compact QWERTY keyboards, plus a standard phone keypad. Letters on the compact QWERTY are arranged in pretty much the same way as on the full QWERTY, but each key is assigned with 2 letters. We believe this is your best option when it comes to typing away with one hand. Our unit is a European model that supports local 3G bands and features Wi-Fi to allow high-speed connection to the internet when there are wireless hotspots nearby. The phone browser is one of the best on the market as of now, and thanks to the multi-touch support, it's controlled similarly to Safari on the iPhone, with double taps, spanning, pinching, stretching, etc. It supports Flash, but video stutter, and in most cases the phone fails to deliver proper experience, plus websites like Vimeo are not supported at all. As a whole, the browser of the HTC Hero deserves an A+, even if it's slightly below par alongside of the iPhone, due to the fact it's a bit of a slow coach and videos tend to stutter. The camera is one of the worst aspects of the handset. Its interface comes packed with enough options, which include white balance, brightness level, self-portrait mode, image quality, geotagging, and different effects. Taking pictures, however, is rather unhandy, because you need to use the trackball, and to top it off, focusing is really slow, with the outcome being a host of blurry pictures. Even in nearly perfect lighting conditions, the snapshots came out with thin colors and lack fine details. The HTC Hero captures videos at CIF resolution, and their quality is by no means any better than that of the snapshots. The phone gallery, unlike the camera, is awesome. It allows access to not only your pictures and snapshots, but to these uploaded on Facebook and Flickr by your online friends. This makes browsing content comfortable, plus controlling the app is easy, because it's multi-touch friendly. The music player is really nice, visualizes large-sized album art, and filters audio by relevant artist, genre, album, etc. You also have the option to clip songs and easily create your own ringtones, which is a cool feature indeed. The pair of earphones that came in the box are of quite low quality, and sound through them is annoyingly sharp. The situation got much better on plugging in one of our low-end pairs, and we could even release some nice basses. The phone loudspeaker is weak, but on the overall passable. Come to video capabilities, the handset performs below par in terms of today's standards. It supports MPEG-4, H.264 and H.263 content with a maximum width of 640 pixels. The playback quality is quite good, although videos tend to stutter when coded at the maximum resolution, so you'll be better off sticking with lower ones. The only navigational app that comes preloaded is Google Maps, and it sports nice extra features like latitude. On powering up the GPS for a first time, it took about 3 minutes to get our location pinpointed, with the average time reduced to 30 seconds on subsequent attempts. Except for the lagging that we have already mentioned, the HTC Hero performs quite well as a phone. In-call quality is among the best we have ever experienced, with voices sounding realistic and clear. According to the manufacturer, the Hero should be able to provide about almost 8 hours of continuous talk time and 440 hours in standby. As a whole, the HTC Hero is a great smartphone and the best Android-based device to date. Its Sense interface goes to show that the operating system can be profoundly personalized, and the only major drawback of the handset is it gets sluggish at times, so we hope the issue is fixed with a software update soon. The Hero will definitely attract new Android followers, and ultimately we believe it deserves your consideration. The handset will most probably become available through all major carriers, which will make it more affordable to consumers. More information, a 360 degrees view, test snapshots, and videos can be found in our full review on phonearena.com.